Hey, welcome back everybody to the Fire Emblem, the 7th Fire Emblem game made, including ones that are considered remakes on the SNES. So we are working our way through the Hector Hard campaign. We are going to do something that's a little ballsy here. The ballsy is we're going to put Urk up front because I want him to eliminate everything that's in front of him, and I'm hoping that he has enough evasion that he takes little to no damage and kills everything that can reach him. So yeah, first thing we're going to do is not actually run into a guy who possibly could do damage to me initially. And the rest of this is just all going to be luck. Literal luck. So I have a couple things on board here that are a little different. I'm running Marcus again because I'm going to need him to help clear out the board as well. Even though the general understanding of this particular mission, much like any other mission, is to protect the throne, protect whoever from taking damage. I will not be sitting still and waiting for that to occur. We're going to go out and we're going to be playing somewhat offensively, and that's going to be mainly the two paladins, Isadora, or Isadora? No, probably the wrong name. And Marcus. I also have, as you can see, Sane. I brought Guy is with me as well. This is the mission that I complained about in Hector's normal campaign. Everybody's wielding a Reaver weapon. So if you see I don't know. You see an axe user, they're wielding an axe or sword reaver. Knights are wielding lance reaver or axe reavers, and the sword users, even though they're going to be few and far between because they're just going to be the cavaliers, they're all going to be wielding sword reavers. Or no, lance reavers. I'm sorry, they'll be wielding lance reavers. So this is going to happen a little bit, but we are going to try to push out far enough away from the enemy that the other green units that are on the board will not be lured into the battle, if you will. They'll basically stay at their post, and we're going to keep them behind this wall so that, like I said, the green units do not advance at all. And then we'll go from there. Again, trying to eat as much of these guys as I can, because there's a lot of reinforcements every turn that pop up in this level. So what I'm trying to do is sort of punch a hole in the center here so that I can push down along the sides, you know, down and along the sides with Marcus staying on the left side. I gotta get Heath recruited, so I'm gonna have to push Hector to our left-hand side. And yeah, go from there. So that is the plan, as they say. Yeah, so Hector does have to go this way regardless of what else I do here. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with Oswin. Yeah, he's going to come down. He's going to act as a block as well in case they decide that I don't want to fight the mage right now. I'm going to fight this guy instead. And we're going to use our dancer to move some of our guys up a little bit farther. I need to get rid of this dragon or Wyvern Rider so that he is not in my way anymore. And then the green, what's it called? The green knight unit's likely going to die on the next turn. But that'll give me enough should give me an opening for my guys to flood into this center area and hopefully kill off the thief before you can get to the treasures. Because one of the treasures in the box is like 10,000 gold or something like that, which I cannot steal off the thief once he has it. Sort of why we're trying to get down there as quickly as possible. We have about 2 turns, I think, to get down there to stop him before he moves in and takes the gold. And then the same thing here. We're gonna bring our paladins down. Their job, take care of this right-hand side along with probably say Lynn. He's probably going to go that direction as well. I'm going to obviously put my general, or knight rather, Oswin in the center here so he can help soak up some damage. Yeah, I do have to get ready to use stuff. In some capacity, I have to get ready. And then you're not going to do anything right now because I don't think anyone's taken any real damage. Or, I'm sorry, Ark did take damage, I'm sorry. So he's going to have to be healed up. But that we should be able to keep her more or less out of the range of any physical users. As the closest one appears to be the Wyvern Rider. But he doesn't have enough moves to get all the way up to where Priscilla is. Fuck you. You can tell, you know, by cleaning up all of those guys in this center area earlier, it's allowed me more space to move down the center aisle. So instead of having this area where all these... Oh boy. Instead of having all these guys here, they're sort of clogging up the center area. We're going to actually, like I said, continue to push. That shouldn't be a big deal. We're going to continue to push down to prevent the mages / knights from moving up in this middle courtyard. Lucky, I guess. Probably not all that lucky because she's probably building... That's probably more lucky than the other one. So don't worry about that. We're going to be cleaning that up here in a second. I also do need to recruit Wraith here in a second. So we're going to clean up this side, clean up the other side. Wraith, you're now on my... Wraith. Heath, you're now on my team. I have to figure out how I'm going to train you because you are very low level right now and I need to get you up to closer to 15 as quickly as I can. And I don't think this level nor the next level is going to give me much help in that ballpark. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to use a lance like that. And because the thief is running a Lance Reaver, I'll just use this to kill him in one hit. Always great. So now the thief is dead. I don't have to worry about him stealing any treasures. I'll bring our other thief over to undo the treasure chest. And then you, I gotta figure out what I'm doing with you because I can't put you on the front line. You need to be retreated. Mend. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to use Eastdora to attack, and then I'll fill in from behind with Marcus, so he's going to be the one taking the damage more than others. We also do this with Guy. I'm not sure how useful this is going to be for me though. So we're basically giving him extra defense and resistance, but I'm not sure anyone's going to attack him after we do this. Nice. A 12% chance of doing damage to me. And then we'll bring Marcus up here, take out the, take out the archer, and, yeah, we'll keep pressing down this direction. Urk's gonna get close to leveling up to 20, and then once he does, we'll class him up into a sage. But I'm very much, in this particular mission, I'm just running luck, because I'm basically saying, alright, Urk, I know you don't have any defense, you probably have okay resistance, I'm betting that the knights aren't going to do any damage to you, and you'll be able to mop up all of the mages that are south of you. So, that'll be fun. But one thing I really appreciate is a good chef. You know, someone who is one part chemist and one part food nut. Okay? And I say that because food has certain flavors, and certain flavors kind of can go together, even if they don't necessarily match up quite like you're expecting. Like the one I always like to use as a reference point is sweet and salty. It's generally, those are two combinations of tastes that are generally not used together. Sweet and spicy you can do because the spice is designed to create, you know, heat in your mouth, or tingle in your mouth, and the sweet is obviously designed to be, you know, tasty, or you know, something that appeals to your sweet side of your set, if you will. Okay. The harder ones are like when you have like a salty bitter. That's kind of harder to do because salty is somewhat off-putting in some ways, and then adding bitter on top of the salt is sort of too much. But where I'm getting at this is, when you go to a place, particularly Mexican place, that serves salsa, the ability to balance out the what's the word? The acidity of the tomato, which is primarily used in a lot of salsas, with some other combination of flavors, whether that be, I'm not really a sweet salsa guy, but you know, something that balances out the acidity of the tomato, so it's not so off-putting, and at the same time not taking away from the base tomato flavor that you're getting out of a salsa. It can be very difficult to do, is what I'm trying to say. Because as you add stuff in, even if it's just slightly, you want that to all be thoroughly mixed, so every time you take a dip of your chip, you get some of that flavor. So the best example I could give is like, imagine you have a dip, whatever dip you want, and some of that dip relies on having a jalapeno-esque flavor in it. You have to make sure that your jalapenos are properly mixed throughout the dip, otherwise you'll get a very cheesy bite and then you'll get maybe a very hot jalapeno-y bite later on. And as I said, you want sort of uniformity amongst your bites. So, always, the reason I bring this up is because before this I got Moe's, and Moe's always seems to have different salsas. They're really good, like darker chipotle sauce. It was just divine. It was like a combination of like a red. I don't even know how to explain it because I don't, I mean, I'm not like a connoisseur of it, and I don't know exactly how it was made, but it was a red, but it was a darker red that had the right levels of spice, sweetness, and sort of, I don't know if bold is the right word or not, tomato-y taste to it, but it balanced all those flavors perfectly together. And they had it for about a month, because I'd gone there maybe twice in 1 month, and then I didn't see it again. And then I found this green one that I really liked. It was sort of like a medium salsa that was green, and that went away in the last month or week or year or whatever. So I'm trying out their new hot red salsa that they have in their salsa bar, and it's not so hot as it is. It's sweet. It's got a little bit of got a little pepper taste to it. Not like, seasoning pepper, but like green peppery taste to it. Got something else in it I can't really put my finger on. Like I said, it's a little sweet. Got some sort of seeds in it, I guess it's supposed to make it hot. So, not my favorite, but not bad. I appreciate the green units trying, but they're just basically thrusting their bodies directly into the sword. This is one of the big reasons why I chose to use Priscilla in the hard run. Even if you'd use Priscilla in Elowood's mode, I don't care. This very much requires either running dual healers or running more vulneries, I guess, because you need very much the ability to move around. Unless I guess you group your entire army into one big clump, then it wouldn't be too hard to heal those guys. But I feel like you would be setting yourself up for a situation where 12 guys throw themselves at Marcus, and they're all doing 2 damage, but they're doing 2 damage, and Marcus ultimately gets whittled down to nothing. With like 3% chances, just ridiculously low percent chance. But you can see it. You can see it in the way the programming is, because why would these guys attack him? That doesn't make any sense unless the game already has the checkmate in the program. It can already read the checkmate. So that's 1 level for Heath. That was not a great level, but that is a level for Heath. As I said in last episode, and I will probably say a million times more as we continue, I want all the stats all the time, every time. I want him to get every stat every second, all day, every day. This Troubadour, however, needs to get a little more magic, because she pissed me off now. I don't know what Troubadours max out at, but I would guess that they probably have much higher magic than others. Okay, so I'm a little full of shit. Apparently, Valkyrie's max out at 25 magic, but still, even if she gets bonus to her level up magic, I still need her to get like a magic every other level from here on out. In order to approach the max. So now that we've basically cleared up the board here, with the exception of a couple archers to the right-hand side and the guys that are continuing to spawn at the bottom left and right corners, and I guess all of the left side even, we are going to slowly but surely nibble our way down to the boss, because if you take the right side of this, he's got a pretty clear shot to run up on you. But if you take this lower center area, he's pretty limited by the amount of spaces he can take because of the forests that are down there. So that's sort of what I'm trying to get at, is I'm trying to lure him out so that I have him in a contained position. You know, have him surrounded in a contained position where he can't choose to take, say, a swipe at my mage when I intend him to take a swipe at the knight. So, we'll have to just keep an eye on that for now. So I'm also trying to figure out what I'm going to do in the next level, because I know the next level is the sand level, and the sand level is filled absolutely chock full of mages and flying wyvern units. Now the flying wyvern units I can take care of either by using Dorcas, or I can take care of them using Keith if I'm trying to level him up in the next level. If I'm trying to get him up to par in the next level. Where I'm going to run into trouble, unfortunately, is a combination of a couple things. And that is, does the boss move? Boss's move, I'm going to be kind of in a big poo-poo trouble. And as well as you have to keep Kent alive in that stage, so I'm not sure how well that's going to work. And I haven't really been training any mages, and I kind of don't want Urk/Pent to eat up all the experience on that level. I may have to bring in Canis temporarily, just so I can feed the experience to somebody else. Or maybe one of the Pegasus Knights, Pegasus Sisters. I mean, I don't have access to the last one yet, but I could bring Florina in, I guess. She's at like 10, I think. But she might suffice for at least that level. Of course, it's hard to tell, because she might not be able to do any damage either. It would suck. The trebuchet is going away, by the way. I'm basically going to bring my sage up, and we're going to get rid of the trebuchet, and I'm going to rescue and dump his ass somewhere. Not that this other archer is not going to just jump right back in the trebuchet, but I'm hoping to give him enough incentive to try to shoot Lynn instead of hopping in the trebuchet. So we still got some more turns. I'm on 7. We're about to finish out turn 7. So that'll leave me, what, 4 more turns after this? Play around with. Wraith, you're just running around like a crazy person, I guess. Not really going to do anything with you, I don't think. I gave him a hero's crest as if he's gonna, you know, get the 3 or 4 levels he needs to level up. Ding donk. Yeah, he's not gonna... Hit with a Lance Reaver, he's not gonna try to attack the clear Myrmidon. Marcus, you are leaving some things... All of my paladins are leaving something to be desired right now. Sane, leaving a little to desire there, Sane. You're not doing a great job evading. You're not doing a great job of defense, you know, with defense. Marcus, Isidora, you're both free promotes, so I'm not sure what I can really expect from them. Other than Isidora tends to be very fast. Tends to be her big statistic is speed. And yeah, we're gonna press down a little bit here on this side. I got some more guys we need to kill, and they're gonna keep spawning in here for at least another 2 turns, I'd say. Yeah, this is what I want. Have my guys in position. I don't really like surprises though, so... End our turn. That's fine. That's fine. Kill him. Good. 9. There we go. Strength skill resistance is a little surprising, but I'll take it. This is gonna be the turn we're gonna push in. Or no, probably next turn is the turn I'm gonna push in. Because I want to give myself, no, maybe not. Yeah, we'll do it now, I guess. I was gonna say I want a full turn to basically smush him with. But if my next turn is turn 10 and the turn after that is 11, that means I only have 3 more attacking turns, including this one. But I need to lure him in on this turn to have my other 2 turns, I guess. Complicated way of saying that. Dead, dead. Otherwise, get in here. Tap. Not really a good reason to attack with Arc there. Fine. These guys need to all die. I need you to die. Not great. Still not great. Nice. I have to bring Stain down, unfortunately. He's gonna have to eat the rest of this experience. Wow, Sane. Half damage there, buddy. That'll be good enough if I have time. I don't think I'll get all the way down to where that guy is, but that'll do. Yeah, only 2 more turns to heal, so might as well get them in. Three more turns to heal, I guess, but who's counting? Hopefully Satan doesn't die here and have to make me reset the whole level. The reason I'm attacking this guy right now is because if you kill him, he gives you a Knight's Crest, and I'd like a Knight's Crest in case I decide that, I want to train Stain or Oswin. In addition to Stain and Oswin, maybe I want to train someone else. I was lucky I didn't die there. No reinforcements on that turn, which is kind of impressive, I'd say. Means that I don't think there'll be any reinforcements on the next turn either. So, with Lynn wiping them out, that's going to be the only guy left, I think. I don't think I have... Yeah. We should be able to pick away at him now. Fear sucks, doesn't it? $20 on that one. That's a... They both hit. That's a trade. That's not great. So we're gonna have to, I guess, do this either with minimal to no Irk. I used Irk just slightly too many times. Not a bad start, though. This is also great because I left the short spear on Isadora, so I can use her to possibly take from and then toss a spear at the boss here. That's 30. So Marcus, you're gonna steal short spear, and we're gonna throw it at him. 11 damage. Now he's got 16 more. So that'll leave you to deal 7, and then that'll leave 9 left, which I can do pretty handily here. Let's take the extra % chance of hitting him. Both sides cleared out. So we'll piddle around. We'll give the dancer another level or another 10 or 11 experience. Priscilla, you can heal. Get yourself a little more experience for the next level. I guess we did get another level out of her. Hooray. Hooray. That's going to be it for this chapter. When we come back, we're going to be in the desert. So, you guys all have a good one.